So, things to think about if you're looking for an eternity ring, whether it's having one made or buying one. Most people have their eternity ring on the same finger as their wedding and engagement rings. Not everybody, some people wear it on their right hand. But if it's going with other rings, then we want to make it so it looks like it's going to complement them, that they're part of a set, and that was always intended. And that's actually quite easy to do. Very often the eternity ring is a replica of the wedding band, so we match it in terms of the width, the profile, so that the sort of the outside shape, and also the height, the thickness of the ring as well, because you don't want to have a sort of a step between them. Doorbell. And then we talk about having stones set into it. Stop laughing, Ben. On my eternity ring, the diamonds are grain set or pave set, so they're set the same way as the stones in the shoulders of my engagement ring, and that really works nicely. There are lots of ways of having diamonds set into your eternity ring, and we will talk all about that. I won't go into a massive amount of detail, but something really worth considering, particularly if you go anywhere else and there may be more retailers and don't talk about the technical side of things, is these are both very pretty rings. This one is channel set. You've got round diamonds set right up against each other with a straight edge, and if it's done nicely, the stones will not have gaps in between them, and the edge of that metal will be really straight. And I would say this is a sort of design that I tend to find people who are quite modern and contemporary in their taste really like. It's very simple but also quite robust and good to wear. This ring, on the other hand, is very fashionable at the moment. It's very pretty, you don't see much metal, but because of that, it's arguably not the most robust design. They are micro set, these stones, so they're like mini claws, and it's really popular. And if we are going to make this style of ring, we make sure that the grains, the little settings are as robust as they can be. Would prefer to make it in platinum than white gold because it's a more dense, harder wearing metal, and maybe not the whole way around the ring as well. We might set them to 75%, so you have a bottom of the ring, and that means when you're, say, opening the boot of a car or clapping or carrying bags, you're less likely to have issues with the stones getting lots of impact and possibly coming loose or maybe coming out. Once we've worked out the style of the setting of the stones, we will look at how many you want and maybe different sizes, and the layout as well. So, and pricing's quite easy for us to do. So if you want a 3mm wide band, sort of a nice weight, a bit like this, let's say it's £500 in platinum, I would probably go for about 1.8mm diamonds, and they work out about £30 each, and they're about £25 each to set. So we know that for every diamond we supply and set, it's £55. And we might talk about putting them sort of halfway around the ring, so I can lay them out for you. We obviously work out what your finger size is too, and then you can start to get a picture for how many diamonds, and you're totally in control with how many you have and how far round the ring they're going to go. And there you go. And a nice little idea is you might want 15 set now, but then you can always buy more for special occasions, so maybe for wedding anniversaries or birthdays and Christmases. So I hope that gives you a bit of a flavour of things to think about. I think it's important, if you're wearing your eternity ring with other rings, that it complements them, and it's sometimes the little details that make a difference. And in terms of what it's going to cost, you're so in control of that. If you're going for a band, we can play around with different stone sizes, and if you're going for an eternity ring that's less of a band but more where you've got a ring, shank and a head, you can go for bigger stones, but you have fewer of them. And again, the cost of those, the quality and how many you have and the sizes, we'll talk all that through with you and work out something that you like the look of, but are also comfortable with what it costs. And we can let you have a look at all the stones first too. Thank you very much.